Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. So today I want to talk about YouTube. I want to talk about monetization on YouTube, and more specifically I want to address the recent changes which YouTube has announced regarding monetization and application for the YouTube Partner Program, which is the method by which you would go about monetizing your channel. Now, for those of you who haven't heard about this yet or haven't seen it, or if you're a small creator and you're worried about this, I highly recommend that you go and read the blog post which YouTube published last Tuesday. It's got all of the information that you need to know there, and I'm not going to go and sort of rehash everything that they've written in that blog post, but in summary, they've changed the goalpost by which you can monetize quite considerably. It used to be 10,000 lifetime views on your channel. It is now 1,000 subscribers as a minimum, as well as having 4,000 hours of watch time, which is 240,000 watch minutes. And that equates to essentially around about 80,000 views in a 12-month period. And that's an awful lot. That is an awful lot of views, and that's going to affect a lot of aspiring channels who are developing their YouTube channel at the moment. You know, there's going to be a lot of people who just are not going to meet those parameters and not going to qualify for YouTube monetization. But the big issue here as well is that it's going to be applied to the whole platform. So if you are currently monetized, but you no longer meet those threshold requirements, then in 30 days time you will have your monetization revoked, which will mean no more ad revenue for you guys, and that's a real shame. That is a real shame, and I want to talk a little bit about that. So basically it's going to be a bit of a two-part video, so I'm going to talk a little bit about my thoughts on it now, and then I'm going to talk about my advice to those of you out there who are going to be affected by this, or who will be affected by this in the future. So in terms of where my thoughts lie on this situation, I think it's a mistake from YouTube to do this. I think changing these parameters and taking a lot of people out of the monetization status which they've already got, which they've worked hard to get towards, is a mistake. I think the main reason for this is all around two words, and that's inspiration and aspiration. Now, I, as an individual, started YouTube 18 months ago, and I did it because I was inspired to do it. I didn't do it for the ad revenue. I didn't do it because I thought, oh, I can make lots of money from YouTube ad revenue. Or even I can make a little bit of money from ad revenue. That's not why I started making YouTube videos. I started making YouTube videos because I was inspired to do so. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on the SilverTube community. I watched a lot of people making hand-pulled silver, and I was inspired to do it. But as secondary to that as well, I was inspired by so many of the other huge creators out there. And you know, you hear all of these success stories, you see all of the huge YouTube channels like the Dude Perfects, and you know, there's hundreds of them out there that I will watch and I've seen, and I aspire to them. You know, they have created something. They've created businesses, they've created brands, they've created content which is amazing and really fulfilling, and has brought a lot of joy to my life and many others as well. And I was inspired to do the same, and if I could at least just get some videos out there and some people watched them, some people commented on them, some people enjoyed them, then for me that was all I wanted to do. And when I started, that was the goal. It wasn't around YouTube ad revenue. Now, of course, money makes the world go round, and when I managed to qualify for the YouTube Partner Program and I could monetize my videos, I did, and of course I did, and many other people did the same and will have done the same. Now, when you get started in YouTube and you're making, you know, you've got, let's say, 100 subs and you're making a video that gets 20, 30 views per video, and you're making 3 or 4 videos a week, you're not getting very many views in a particular month, and you're not earning a lot of ad revenue. You're probably earning like $5, $10 a month, not even that, and you don't even get paid that money because you have to reach a certain threshold before YouTube even pays out to your bank account. So, you know, it could be that you're creating content and you're making stuff on your YouTube channel for you know, 6, 7, 8, 9 months, a year even, before you'd even see any of that money. But let me tell you, from someone who's been there right at the start, I got so excited about earning $2 a month, $3 a month, $5 a month, seeing that number grow slowly and steadily across the growth of my channel. It's such an inspiring thing, and I know a lot of other people out there have felt the same. It's not the reason that you make the videos, and it's not the, you know, the fact that people are moaning about losing $5 a month shouldn't be seen as greed. It shouldn't be seen as, oh, I'm losing $5 a month, I need that $5 a month. It's about the inspiration. It's about the demoralization that's going to come from people having lost that small bit of motivation. Because let's be honest, there really isn't a lot of other motivation going on YouTube at the moment, other than the motivation by which you use yourself. internally. And for me, that was always what drove me to make YouTube videos, and it's going to drive what makes me make YouTube videos for the future as well. If YouTube turn around tomorrow and say you need 10,000 subscribers to qualify for monetization, then great, that is what I'm going to aspire to. I am going to continue to grow my channel. I'm going to continue to grow that, to aspire to that goal, to get into that club, to get into that YouTube ad revenue club. And that is what I advise to all of you out there. So that's kind of bringing me on to point 2 here. So this is going to change a lot of the landscape for a lot of people. It's going to change hundreds of thousands of small channels. People are going to give up YouTube. They're going to move to other platforms. They're going to boycott YouTube, perhaps. And that will affect the other channels out there as well, certainly. If people start not using YouTube, they're not going to watch my videos, they're not going to watch other people's videos, they're not going to contribute to that kind of whole community, and that's a shame. That's a real shame. But I would advise you not to do that. I would say YouTube is most certainly the place that you can still grow your channel, you can still aspire to be a huge positive influence on the YouTube platform and within your own individual communities as well. Whether it's a small community like the silver community on YouTube, the hand pour silver community, or whether it's another type of community like the tech community, or whatever it is, if you're a small creator, you can contribute. It just means that you have to put in a lot more work, you have to put in a lot more aspiration, and you have to really have that inspiration inside you to keep going and create that content. From my perspective as a creator, my advice to you would be just keep slogging at it. If you enjoy the hobby, if you enjoy learning about how to film videos, how to edit videos, how to upload the videos, how to generate your channel's growth, how to fuel your social media, all of those things are really, really important and stuff which I've learned so much about. And it's difficult, don't get me wrong, it is really difficult to do this, and it is not easy. You do need a little bit of a lucky break as well. You need a lot of energy about it. You need to be consistent. You need to constantly create content. If you are aspiring to meet these new guidelines, and perhaps you're making 2 videos a week and you are falling short of the watch time, consider coming up with a new video series, coming up with a weekly series. I very early on in my YouTube creation career, as you would call it, I came up with a series every Friday, In Focus Friday, where I'd take a coin or a piece of silver or a piece of gold and I'd have a look at it, and we'd have a look at it together on camera. And that's now 72 episodes in, and it's just something I really enjoy doing, and a lot of people out there enjoy it too. And I think that's really important to remember, that the YouTube ad revenue is really important, but at the same time, enjoying YouTube, enjoying the content that you create and that others create is really important. Now, in terms of supporting small channels, I think it's really key now, and now more ever so than before, that you out there as the watcher, if you're just a subscriber to a channel, or if you're not even a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Just help the small creators out there. If you haven't subscribed to somebody's channel, do it, because it really does make a difference. If they just get the 100 more subscribers than they would normally, then do it. Just subscribe to them. Support channels if you can as well. There's going to be a lot of people out there, certainly within the silver community, who create physical content. They create hand-poured pieces of silver, hand-poured art. Support their channels. Support them by asking them to buy some of their hand-poured silver. A lot of these big YouTube channels out there at the moment, they will make the majority of their revenue from merchandise sales. They'll sell t-shirts, jumpers, hoodies, backpacks, whatever it might be, and they'll make a lot of money from that. From us as the SilverTube community, we don't make money from ad revenue. It's pocket change, it really is, and it just helps. It helps motivation, don't get me wrong, and every little counts, certainly, but it's not the reason we do it. So if you really like a content creator, if you like a small channel out there, subscribe to them. That will be the key. Make sure that you support them in other ways that you can. Support them by commenting on their channel, support them by liking their videos, sharing their videos, support them by buying their merchandise, buying their hand-poured silver. Grow the community, grow their channel, and make them feel better about themselves. If they were going to make $10 this month from ad revenue, but instead you bought 2 pieces of hand-poured silver and they make $20 from that, that's more than they would have made an entire month from one sale. So go and do that. Support them, support their channels. That would be my advice to all of you guys out there. And that is the only way that I think that we can really continue this community. It would be a real shame to see a massive fall off in the SilverTube community. It's something which just last week I was talking about, and how much I value and how much I love this community. So I really do think it would be a sad day if this community completely dropped off. But from my perspective, from my channel's perspective, for those of you out there who are watching my channel who might be concerned about my channel and its future, the good news is I do qualify for that YouTube monetization. But even if I didn't, I would still continue to make the videos. And as I said earlier in the video, if YouTube turn around tomorrow and change those parameters again to 10,000 subscribers and 1 million watch minutes, I will endeavour to meet those parameters because I love doing this. I love creating these videos. So for those of you out there worried about my channel, I'm not going anywhere. I will be here making money on YouTube or not. It is not the goal. It is not the reason I make YouTube videos, and I want to continue that. And I would recommend that to anybody out there who just enjoys making videos for what it is. It's the way of the world. You know, YouTube is their own animal, their own worst enemy at times, but my advice is just to keep on going, just to keep on plugging. And aspiration, inspiration, those are the keys. If you are a small creator and you're affected by this and you feel passionate about what you do and what you make in the YouTube community, just keep going, keep slogging, because it will pay off in the end. It really will. I mean, the good news is that when you do qualify for that ad revenue status, then you will get more ad revenue than you were earning before. Instead of $10 a month, it could be $50 a month. So the good news is that you will earn more when you get into that club, but you just have to work a little harder to get there. Anyway, look, I'm starting to ramble now. So thank you so much for watching. If you've watched this far already and you want to support my channel, then please do just hit that subscribe button. That's, you know, that would be the best. If you want to go and support my business by buying any of my hemp or silver, then go and do that as well. But otherwise, just support my channel the best that you feel that you can. You know, hit that subscribe button, hit that alarm bell, hit the like button, share things on social media, follow me on social media. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and over on the Silver Forum as well. Otherwise, guys, all that I have left to say is I really do wish everybody the best of luck out there. If you're a small creator, if you're a content creator, I wish you the best of luck. If you've got any questions, please do ask them. Please do put them in this comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back to everybody that I can. Otherwise, all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic weekend, and please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.